labor rights. Come in, family, come in, come in, come in. Yes, I. Morning show, the steady is live right now. Let's go, let's go. Turn my lord, 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 turn my lord. Rock on, come in, family. Yes, I. Jessica, big up yourself. Check in right now, family. Check in, check in. Everybody check in right now. Leone Lioness, big up yourself, same way. Big up to everybody, big up to everybody. Let's play the song again now, man. Yes, I. Rock on, come in, rock on, come in, rock on, come in, rock on, come in. Hey, Janet in the building. Good morning, good morning. So, how does the microphone now? Hey. Yo, 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 yo. Yes, I. Third term. Let's go. Black Obsidian in the building. Check in right now. Check in, family. Hit the like right now. Yo, 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 yo. Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes, I. Let me know who's there. Say hi in the chat right now. Big up yourself in a lorry. Hey. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome back to the Steady Show. Everybody on a bless up on yourself. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, family. Today is Labor Day in the USA. But on Wednesday, it will be Labor Party Day. Wednesday, September 3rd, will be Labor Party Day. And everybody knows what they must do on Wednesday. You're going to put your X beside the bell. Green up the chat right now. Green up the chat right now. Green up the chat right now. It is a great day to be alive. And I'm telling you, family, a whole heap of things are going right now because some people, they're happy, they're excited. For some people, they're saying they're happy that it will be over with on Wednesday. Some people are anxious. Some people are doing all kinds of things because everything that they tried, all the weapon that they formed against Dr. Andrew Holness, those weapons did not prosper. So a lot of people are not happy. You know, we saw last night in Spanish Town. You understand me? Spanish Town ended up being bigger than what took place at Halfway Tree. Bigger than what took place in Sam Sharp Square. As a matter of fact, Dr. Andrew Holness said that what happened yesterday in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, you understand what I said to you? It is like Halfway Tree and Sam Sharp Square combined. So a whole heap of things are going on, family. We are looking forward to see what's going to happen. So what we want to know on this great day is, are you ready? By the way, I decided to put on a Florida shirt. So big up to all of the people them who fly in from Florida and them decide, say, them I come put them X beside the bell. Show our labor rights. Let me ring the bell. Big up to the people who forward from Florida. Desmond, big up yourself. You understand me? Big up to everybody. Big up to everybody. And at the next part now, I have the New York. Big up to everybody who flying from New York, but not only Florida and New York alone, Jamaicans live. Big up to everybody that fly out. You understand me? England, anywhere in England you're there right now. But I know England like how I know America. So I have to just say England. UK. You understand me? Big up to all of them people there, all of the British them. With the real British them, the Jamaican British them. You understand me? I said to you. So big up to all of those individuals who will be coming to Jamaica to put their X beside the bell on Wednesday. Big up to everybody in the Caribbean. And big up, we must absolutely big up to every Jamaican in every constituency who decided that they're going to vote for the JLP. All right, I see somebody saying Atlanta in the house. Big up to Atlanta. Wherever you are from, go ahead and let me know right now so I can give you a shout out. Let me know. What I want to know at this moment as well is Florida in the building. Big up Florida same way. One of the things I want to know as well is if you decided to take the trip to come to Jamaica so you can put your X beside the bell, you can let me know. You know what I mean? You can let us know. You can put in the plane icon. You can say yes. If you took a trip in order to forward to put your X beside the bell, go ahead and let me know if you decided to do it. We have Alberta, Canada checking in right now. Big up Alberta, Canada. So, hey, this is a family talk in a family. And I know that sometimes when we go live different times of the day, I know I put in it's Labor Day in the USA. So I know that it is likely that we will have people checking in, excuse me, from the USA who don't really know nothing about Jamaican politics and who will not understand. So we're saying, if you're watching the show right now and you live in the USA and you have no idea how the algorithms sent this show to you, first of all, what we'd love for you to do is to show solidarity with the Jamaicans. Show your love for Jamaica. Show solidarity with Jamaicans. And go ahead and hit the like button. You understand me? And put the Jamaican flag in the chat to show solidarity with us. But today, we are primarily focusing on the Jamaicans and supporters of Jamaicans who know what's going on in Jamaica. Big up Judith. Judith saying big up Jamaica. A. Hutchinson saying big up Jamaica. No, I am not in Jamaica, O'Neill. So somebody said one bro God, third term alone. So, listen, I usually don't go live this time of the day. But hey, it's a holiday. And on Wednesday, it will be election day in Jamaica. And what we want more than anything else is to continue with this government. Josetta saying, good morning, steady. Blessings to you on your Labor Day. Thank you so much. The same to you, Josetta. And big up yourself, same way. Big up to everybody. Desmond putting in the Jamaican flags. We love that. If you love Jamaica right now, let me see some Jamaican flags. You know what I mean? Some of my friends in their Father Greg in the building, same way. Big up the steady show. Big up Father Greg. Father Greg, by the way, I have a message queue up for playing. Not the second one. The other one. By the way, Father Greg, if you're not busy, you know, I don't think I have your number in that phone, you know, so, you know. But listen to me, we're just going to continue to, you know what I mean, just vibe and talk to the people. But we want to know, family, are you ready? I'm seeing the Jamaican flags. Big up to Elaine. Big up to Joy. Big up to A. Hutchinson. Give me the Jamaican flags. Leonie, giving us the Jamaican flags. Showing solidarity with the JLP right now. Family, we see the fake poll, let me know. As a matter of fact, there's a message I wanted to play. I hope I have it right here. Because somebody sent out a message on TikTok, and the person was saying that A lot of PNP supporters, they have this thing going around on TikTok, telling everybody, showing a full plane load of people who they claim to be flying down. By the way, Father Greg, the number to the show is, or anyone wanting to call, the number to the show is 876-251-3028. Thank you very much. There it is right there. So if you are a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party, if you took the trip to come to Jamaica, listen, today I'm going to literally open the phone line so that we can talk a little bit. You see what I said to you? So Michael is saying, does this channel speak English? No, Michael, this is a Jamaican channel where we talk patois. So as I said earlier, if you don't understand, please click off. But just to explain to you, we support our political party in Jamaica, and the name of the party is Jamaica Labour Party. We spell Labour L-A-B-O-U-R. So if you read the title, then you will get it. We said it's Labor Day in the USA. That one is spelled L-A-B-O-R. But if you read the other part of it, it says it's Jamaica Labor Day, L-A-B-O-U-R. It's Jamaica Labour Party Day on Wednesday. So anybody, this is not clickbait or anything like that. So if you're not supporting the Jamaica Labour Party, and if you missed it, then no problem. You can still hit the like button, or if you want to watch the conversation, right? Just don't use the opportunity to say things in the chat that we will not welcome over here, or else we'll put you in timeout or kick you off the channel. So we're very disciplined over here, okay? So somebody said Jamaica turned Jamaica in a green island. Bridget, by the way, I want to say big up to Mr. Vegas. Dr. Andrew Holness gave Mr. Vegas the 1 p.m. jacket last night. Big up to Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas is a national treasure. Big up to Mr. Vegas, who has thrown his weight behind the Jamaica Labour Party, because Mr. Vegas is a patriot who believes in Jamaica, who believes in the good of the country, who believes in this JLP administration. And so he's offering his support. I see you, Jita, in the building. I see Diane in the building. I see Althea in the building. Listen, we are just going to wing it as we go along. So, family, let me do a little survey right now. Somebody said Vegas is smart, is a smart artist. You see what I said to you? Capitalize on the moment. By the way, speaking of Vegas, we don't say Cargo flip the thing for them the other day. Cargo put out a third term alone tune. We should have that tune never played to you. You understand me? Cargo do a big tune, and that tune is right in line with the Jamaican vibes. Valentina, big up yourself same way. And thank you, sweetie. You understand me? You, Jita, saying blessings on you, steady, and the work that you have done and will continue to do. Thank you, Jita. I appreciate your support always. I truly appreciate you always give me some kind words. And big up to all the content creators, man. Dujan, Munchibi, Protecting JA. Listen, it's down to the wire right now, family. It's down to the wire. Somebody's saying Vegas is a real patriot. He debunked the PMP who went to America to lie on Jamaica and the Prime Minister. Yes, he did. Big up, big moment. By the way, anybody notice how since Vegas went to, I think it's Florida he went to. Since Vegas did that, or was it Washington? I think it was Washington. Since Vegas did that, Rattigan Shibledong, that even Rattigan channel, nobody now to watch again. But Rattigan is still over there spreading false information, pulling up all kinds of documents. But everybody know that Rattigan love pull up paperwork, but Rattigan has had a long history of failures when it comes on to his paperwork and positioning himself like he's a big bad lawyer. He tried it with Kamina, it didn't work. They told him you have no good standing. So we remember that. And then We saw where, like the Titanic, they sink their own ship once they went to Canada. The good Lord, just like the Bible said, no weapon formed against the Prime Minister shall prosper. Oh, they thought they were a mighty weapon. Going to New York, going to Florida, going to Washington, D.C., going to Canada. But they were the weapon that was formed against Jamaica, and God mash it up. God mash down that lie. Mash down that lie. Yes. God mash down that lie. And speaking of that, oh, they've been trying a lot of things. They tried for Black Road. They've been very disrespectful, talking about if a war. Every day they're spreading lies on the Dr. Andrew Holness and the Labour Party. But, you know, it's funny to me that, big up Andal, big up everybody. Somebody said, Ratty gone back into the hole with the proud bit. So Labour rights. Ratty, the mash up Ratty business, man. They showed that Ratty was just a little rat. You know what I mean? So Diane Brown, big up yourself. Gregory, you understand me? Father Greg, people who are voting for JLP are doing it for good policies. Yes. Talk to me, you know, because we need to talk now. Good policies. By the way, speaking of good policies, I wanted to read something that a public sector worker sent me yesterday. Some of us, we may have seen it. I probably should use this phone that I'm using right now. Hopefully this phone can do it. This person was just telling us, you know, what happened under JLP. You understand me? And how the JLP made life better for him and his wife. And just in line with what Father Greg said a while ago, he emphasized the fact that it shows that good policies matter. It matters who you vote for, family. It really matters who you vote for. Andal is saying, please go out and vote. And I'm sure she means go out and vote JLP. We're telling everybody to do that. I'm going to play some testimonials. I'm going to play some voices. And I'm going to play some voices because I want people to get it. All right, let's look at this message that I put in my community tab last night. Very, 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 very important. Right? But this person said, well, this is my message, you know. Every teacher and the public sector worker should read this message. It makes a difference which party you vote for. We highly recommend, we the Steady Show, highly recommend, for the water there, when my wife come give me a while ago, see it here, big up wife the same way, right? We highly recommend you choose Jamaica, put your X beside the bell to secure meaningful government policies for you and your families. Remember, family, we vote for policies, not for personalities like they used to do in Manly's Day. But let me go ahead and read, right? And our message is vote JLP on September 3. If you haven't yet hit the like button, please go ahead and do so. And let me give you the testimonial from the public sector worker. And I read, when one party was in power, I personally approached, start again. When one party was in power, I personally approached the NHT for a loan to purchase a house and was told I wasn't qualified. A few months later, the other party won the election. With no change in my financial situation, my wife and I were able to secure a house. Show our labor rights. That is not in the letter, by the way, right? In 2015, we checked our outstanding Students Loan Bureau balance. Despite borrowing just over $300,000, the balance had grown to about $1.6 million. After the new administration came in, that balance was reduced, mine to $320,000 and my wife's to $349,000. So are labor rights. All right, that's not in it. Let's go again. I remember standing at Heroes Circle in the rain in 2013. 2013. Let me read it again. I remember standing at Heroes Circle in the rain in 2013. I was a teacher, but jobless. Let me read it again. I was a teacher, but jobless because the government declared that Jamaican schools were overstaffed and our only hope for employment was to join the police or the military. That happened on the PNP government. So let Margolin stop lying. At the time, I was already a part of the 3rd Battalion, but my true desire was to practice my craft as an educator. Unfortunately, overseas opportunities were limited back then. In contrast, in this current era, many Jamaicans have been allowed to pursue their professions abroad. Whatever choices one makes, it is clear that the government policies have a powerful impact. They have shaped my family's life in very real ways. So are labor rights. Get me to 150 likes right now. Tambourine for that. You hear what the man said a while ago? Come on, family. If you're using a mobile phone, go ahead and double tap on your screen like this right now. Just double tap the screen. 2 taps. It will register as a like. Go ahead and do it right now. If you're using a mobile phone to watch right now, double tap your screen and it will register as a like. I see people doing it right now. About 10 likes just went on a while ago. Let's continue to do it. Let's get to 100 and let's get to 150 or 200. Remember, when you hit the like button, family, when you hit the like button, yeah, it registers, it sends out the show into the algorithm, right? And it lets more people get the video. I'm seeing that we've moved up significantly. Let us continue to do it. Do it. I'm going to take a break right now while you go ahead and you hit the like button. Show our labor rights. Turn my Lord, family. Green up the chat right now, no man. Green up the chat, man. Come on, family. Sure. Green up the chat, no man. Come. Green up the chat, no man. Green up the chat. You saw, you heard a while ago. Green up the chat right now, family. Show up. Hit the like button right now. Hit the like button. Come on now. Go ahead. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Double tap your screen right now. Double tap your screen. Come on now. Come on, let us get to 100. Let's get over 100 right now. Thank you. I see the greens. I see the green. Keep hitting that like button. No hesitation. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm not stalking until we get over 100. Let's get over 100. Hey. I love it. All right. We need 6 more before we continue with the show. So let me find something else. Do while I wait on those likes. We need 6 more likes before we continue with the show. We need 6 more likes before we continue with the show. We need 3 more before we continue. Yes, man. We need 3 more before we continue. 3 more before we continue. All right, thank you very much. So, our labor rights. We are over 100, but that doesn't mean that that's what we want. That's the only thing we want. We need more. You heard what the person said a while ago, right? We had this huge debt under one administration. Went to 1.6 coming out of over 300,000. When the JLP came in, they were able to slash 1.6 mil, or that's what they owed. Slash down everything for them. The wife only pay over 300,000. He did as well. You hear the man say, right? You hear the person say, listen, we were told we're going to have to seek work otherwise because we have too many teachers in the classroom. You see, that's the kind of foolishness that happens under PNP government. And we're not just talking about what happened during that time. It was actually better during that time. But everybody remember Finsac. And by the way, let me take the opportunity. Everybody notice Mark Golding could not defend himself on stage when Dr. Andrew Holness pulled up the receipts about that OCG case to prove that he was the corrupt one. Big corrupt hypocrite. Came on stage, show us some document claiming it to be a birth certificate. Questionable, lying to the people. We're not voting for that foolishness anymore. Jamaica, we need to send PNP a strong message, and I can see that many people, they already get it. We have to send them a strong message on Wednesday. That's why I'm doing this show today, because we want everybody to be ready. It's about, are you ready? For those who will be voting on Wednesday, put yes in the chat right now. If you will be voting JLP on Wednesday, September 3, go ahead and put yes in the chat right now. Put yes in the chat right now if you will be voting. Elaine says, send them packing. They need to pack their bags and go. They need to. You understand me? I see 1 yes, I see 2. You understand me? I'm watching. Yeah, I'm seeing 3. Come on now. 4, 5. Come on, put them in there. Let me count now. You understand me? 6, 7. You understand me? 8. Come on now. Talk to us. You understand me? Come on, let me know. See that? 9, 10. All right, I can see it. I can see it. Keep putting in the yes in there. You understand me? We tally them up. You understand me? Put the yes there if you know you will be voting for the Jamaica Labour Party. Family, this administration has done everything. They've done everything. And they've proven to us that they are the better party to lead Jamaica. Family, let us not get it twisted. On Wednesday, a straight X beside the bell, we say.
Good morning, Steady. I'm here in Jamaica. Things are winding down. The suspense is high. Everybody holding their attention because, in Jamaica, people can't, away from those who are on the bandwagon, people can't expose who they are. People have to keep silent because in Jamaica, people take politics seriously. I was at the electoral office yesterday. There were a lot of PNP people who came demanding that they wanted to vote, but they are saying they did not enumerate on time to come out. If they come and say they want to enumerate now. So they were telling them that they can't enumerate now and get to vote in this election. So they were very upset because they are under no rule and regulation. They are pressured now to vote and they just want to come and beat the system. But things are going on and people are afraid to expose who they are. So, but they are saying that the JLP is doing a good job. So why change them?
There we go. There we go. So let me.
About the debate that.
All right. So now here we go on. PNP show up, but them not enumerate yet, and yet they are enough of them are jump up and bust all over the country. Time come, them are send out fake polls. Yeah. The other day them send out to them a lead with 47 of 63 seats. Electoral office had to forward and clear that up for the people them. You understand me? PNP is doing every and anything to try to use fake polls to influence the outcome of elections. But listen, we are dealing with one set of people who are more conscious right now. And them not in the foolishness with PNP. So PNP need to make up their minds. You understand me, I said to you. So, I mean, yeah, right now what we're saying to PNP is, listen, see, Anjo decide, say, the minimum wage I got double there. You understand me? The minimum wage I got double now. So the poor people, them, remember PNP was trying to trick you the other day. You understand me? About them a move in income tax threshold to 3.5, but the minimum wage I got double now. You understand me? And by the first budget, it's going to move up to what, 18.5. But family, you realize how life-changing it's going to be with the minimum wage. You understand me? That's going to raise up under this administration. Big up to the Jamaica Labour Party. Big up to Dr. Andrew Holness. And we say 1 p.m. I like what's happening. Go ahead and hit the like button same way, family. This minimum wage increase, this is what you call real change. You see, the PNP, what they've been doing is they've been targeting different groups, targeting the police, all kind of public sector workers. And if you look in their history, they've always done this. Always target people in groups. But Andrew said, no, we have a bigger group right now. And you know what I love about this raising of the minimum wage? We know that it's not just a good political strategy. It's not just a good political strategy. But with the minimum wage doubling, one of the things he gave us justification is that we will have more people having a bigger incentive to go out and work. Because we know that, and I said it the other day, that the PNP, they make sure so them hold people down. They make sure that they keep the poor people them dependent on them for chicken back, $5,000 orange shirt, for a little dance, a little rum and boom. We know that they've been doing this foolishness for a long time. And then, in Parliament and on the election stage, on their campaign stages, and in their budget, and anytime them get some place to open their mouth and talk, because that's all they do is talk. They come and they talk about the poor. The poor, the poor, the poor. The poor people, there's a message to you today, and I want you to listen good. You have seen where they have told you, big up to Anthony C. Mr. Steady, PJ Patterson is begging East Westmoreland citizens to vote for Dayton Campbell. Thank you very much. Let us just talk on the fly today. I saw that. PJ has no record to run on. PJ is out here, and even though PJ does not have the credibility to influence this generation of voters, their level of desperation is so high that PJ Patterson is out here trying to tell people to vote for Dayton Campbell. But East Westmoreland, you have one job to do. We saw y'all on nomination day. You understand me? And we love how it looked on nomination day in East Westmoreland. And I want you to run with Dayton from on a place, because East Westmoreland is not Dayton's place. It's not PNP place anymore. We should do in Vaz talking about people must give him votes in a central Westmoreland and they must stay forward, but Dujan did it for him. Vote for George Wright over there, so. Western Westmoreland. You understand me? A straight West team. James, we say in Westmoreland. Wickham McNeil already failed you all. I want to see the video the other day with the young lady that was talking. And by the way, speaking of Wickham McNeil, you know. Speaking of Wickham McNeil, you know. Wickham McNeil is the one that I've been watching the most, you know. Because Wickham McNeil is the one who are walls in way to go over Northern Trelawney. But him want to pick up formally PNP stronghold seat. Go challenge one of Jamaica's rising stars. You understand me? My favorite MP. You understand me? Tova Hamilton, the hard-working Tova Hamilton. I want to say big up to Tova Hamilton. Big up to Northern Trelawney. If you are from Northern Trelawney right now, check into the chat. You understand me? I said to you, Northern Trelawney, just put one Tova in there. You understand me? Put one Tova in there right now. But if you're not from Northern Trelawney and you support Tova, just put the Jamaican flag right now. If a Tova wanna say, all right, I see somebody sending up some orange hearts, and I'm glad they did before I'm glad they did. So yesterday, when, you know, the conference was going on, apparently, PNP did down the place where they go and get 5 Love. You understand me, down at St. James. And I do job, Mr. put one post and say, the mayor say, when PNP see the crowd that was in Spanish Town last night, they start needing up themselves. What the job? Show labor rights. You understand me? Only a story we are talking about, because we're just talking about what's happening right now. You understand me? So, they saw the crowd, so them there and them are trying to scrape. But Wickham McNeil, you need to lift up outer. You need to, once you see the votes them forward in, and once you realize Wickham McNeil say it's over. That's why we want Northern Trelawney, Southern Trelawney, and everybody in Jamaica. We want you to go out early. I want them to start packing their bags. Somebody want to just type in bags into the chat right now and make them pack. Put some bags into the chat for Wickham McNeil right now. Put some bags in the chat for Wickham McNeil right now. That means they should pack your bags and lift up out of Northern Trelawney, Wickham McNeil. You understand me? Because I'm my vicinity that you know. Lift up out of there, so. We don't want no lazy MP who had the chance to make something out of the tourism sector. You had the chance to make something out of Negril. You had the chance to make something out of Western Westmoreland. You had the chance, but you did nothing. And look at how them put you over Northern Trelawney. We know you have Mark Gold in them. One of our friends, somebody saying pack your bags. I like it. Somebody put it in bag, right? We know. We know how that go already. Them take what Dennis Meadows seat and give you. So the two are on the team up now. But Northern Trelawney, you have one job to do. Do not sell your votes. Do not sell your votes to the PNP. When you see man a walk around with them knapsack, do not sell your vote. We're sending a message to Westmoreland. You understand me? Especially in the East Westmoreland. Do not sell your votes. Keep Danny Lawrence in East Westmoreland. Vote for the work. And just as the teacher said a while ago, vote for the policies. You see, with this minimum wage increase, there will be no more excuse. And I want to talk to the die-hearted people. Die-hearted people, listen. We know that you love your party and you love the color, but you need to be honest with yourself. Thank you very much, Anthony C. Mister said Tova Hamilton is going to give Wickham a good beating over there. Thank you. Beat them out from early, please, and thank you. Voters, remember, on election day, Wednesday the 3rd, you will be the government. Jamaica will be doing the hiring and the firing. Jamaica will be doing the hiring and the firing on Wednesday, September 3rd. My advice to you, Jamaicans, is go ahead and start fire them from early. Fire Wickham McNeil from early. Big up Father Paul. Fire Wickham McNeil from early. Fire Dayton Campbell from early. Somebody put in the chat, fire them. Fire them. Or put up the flame them in the chat now. Fire them from early. Fire Dayton Campbell early. Fire Ian Hills early. Fire them from early, no man. South Manchester, fire Peter Bunting early. Because he had his opportunity in Central and he did nothing with it. Fire them from early. The road to 32, we want to get the 32 seats in early. Fire them early, people. So, if you don't want to put the orange heart in the chat, no problem, you know. Because on this channel, we no wobble. This channel named The Steady Show, not The Wobbly Show. You see me, I say, everybody else who forget fire, please put their name in the chat. See the emoji them there? You understand me? Put your name in there so we can talk. You understand me? Miss Cooper, I fire them. We are fire them. Fire them. Big up to everybody that is there. Big up to the PNP that is here. PNP who are here, my reason we don't know, right? And my reason we don't know for a while. I know I say no for one vote PNP because we have a long history of voting PNP. I want to say to you right now, do not be ashamed of letting common sense and good reasoning be your guide. You understand me? Do not be ashamed to let your conscience be your guide. We are going to know that Jamaica is developing. When we do the comparison, big up Jacqueline, when we do the comparison, I want to look at Andrew Holness constituency, Tova constituency, Action on constituency, we give them carpet after carpet and all these constituencies. We see the difference in how JLP MPs and councillors work. Look how long them are holding it down. Look how much years you give them in a Western Westmoreland. Look how PJ failed Eastern Westmoreland and Jamaica by extension. Yeah? Look how long they have failed these places. And yet, PJ have the nerve to talk about come vote for Dayton when Northwest St. Anne already voted out Dayton by 2,000 and change votes because they weren't doing their jobs. The young lady the other day, again, she mentioned Raymond Price. How the people them used to block road and protest. How Raymond Price is not doing any work. People, pay attention to the facts. Pay attention to their history. All these PNP people running around, all they want to do is to win election so that they can gain access to taxpayers' money. And when they do, they're going to mash up Jamaica again. For those of you who are tempted by the big fat lie about 3.5, the experts, they've already come out and them say, listen, It cannot work. It cannot work because that, along with all the other promises that the PNP are making in order to win votes, it cannot be done. Dr. Andrew Holness told us that we would have to grow the economy by what, 8% or whatever. We would have had to have an economy like in the 60s in order for that to be done. Do not vote on empty promises. Do not vote on things that cannot and will not be done. If you're a young person and you're going to vote PNP because you're caught up into the hype and you love the Blood and Fire Comrade song and you've been listening to the lies, lie after lie after lie after lie, I'm telling you, think again. People earning minimum wage, hard-working people. You understand what I said to you? Look, this is the time to give JLP your votes because the minimum wage increase that will take place, that is going to help way more people than the people that they were going to help with this 3.5 thing that they will never be able to deliver. Want to see the reasoning? You cannot vote for a party that has a history of poor economic management. And that's just putting it lightly. But a party that has had a long history of using taxpayers' dollars for their own benefit. You see, if there's one thing we've learned under this administration is that a lot could have been done under PJ government. But no, they were too busy enjoying taxpayers' dollars. Them did too busy. I go a parish council, go collect money. Well, the minimum wage is what Andrew Holness is saying right now is that we have to give an incentive for people to want to get a work. Somebody says, Steady, I am from Central Westmoreland. And I'm telling you, this seat is going back to the JLP. Show our labor rights. I like that. I like that. Let me see who else is talking to me right here. Somebody said Dayton Campbell doesn't have an office in the constituency. That should tell you he's not interested in staying there. Absolutely. And I'm gonna just say something right now. The PNP, they underestimate the intelligence. Let me just say it for the people, them. I couldn't understand what I say. In all of these constituencies that the PNP did have before and they no longer have, the PNP, them a bank on winning back these constituencies such as East Westmoreland. You understand me? Westmoreland and all. They are banking on winning back these seats because as far as them concerned, at them only. Saw a man the other day, I think this was it was in East Westmoreland. Some man I'm set up a shop pays and the man said, listen, a 50-year, me live here so. 50 years. And this a road they never fixed yet. Never fixed yet. But Donnell Lawrence fixed that the road. Mayor Action Anna said the same thing. By the way, speaking of Action Ann, wanna listen? Me see ad with TV with man about him a broke vase, you know. Well, that's the only vase he can broke, the one on camera. Not the ones in Eastern, not the one in Eastern West, Portland. By the way, when I hear the lady that was talking a while ago, you hear what she say? She fly down to vote. Right? So, nobody fall for the hype. The tight clothes and the tight jacket. Right? You see the changes that are being made, and this is what I want to happen. All labor rights, all conscious Jamaicans, all the undecided, you take heed. Do not be tempted to put the PNP in office. By the way, I want to tell you, don't tell me that you're young and you don't have excuse. You know that you can chat GPT or you can Google the history of the PNP. Pull up PNP scandals. Go and Google today. Shame and Scandal, Part 1 by Edward Siaga. And then Shame and Scandal, Part 2. And you will see the long list of corruption. That the only thing PNP do is them win election and squander taxpayers' money. Dr. Andrew Holness has been saying that they've surveyed about 23 constituencies, key constituencies that are in need of development. And I'm sure these also include PNP constituencies. And he talked about the fact that people want road, they want water. You understand me? They want those basic things. So we solve the school transportation problem there, the public transportation problem. JLP is doing that, PNP. They've never done it. So there are some Jamaicans who they don't have any challenges with water. They don't have any challenges with roads. And so they don't have any compassion. They sit in their comfortable corners and they're saying, why is it that I truck water to people? And why is it that I give away water tanks to people? Why is it that everybody don't have these things and these are basic things? Well, we're glad you mentioned that, because what we want you to know, Miss Comfortable and Mr. Comfortable, is that the PNP, they had a thing that they call the pipeline. A lot of times them even lay the pipe, but no water for run through them. They never even connect the pipes. They do all these things just so that they can win people over to vote for promises. But I dare say to you, labor rights, because I see a lot of labor rights on social media. A lot of labor rights are puzzled as to why is it that these PNP people, they see the progress and the prosperity, but they still insist on voting for the PNP. Well, let me tell you, the PNP is built different from the JLP. The JLP gives opportunities for people to grow, develop, and make something of themselves. In short, to build self-respect in their own eyes and in the eyes of their families. That's what the JLP does. Jamaica Labour Party. They're celebrating Labor Day in the USA today. Because, you see, PNP love handouts, but I saw something the other day, or somebody sent it to me rather, and it say, nobody has ever given a reward or an award to somebody for receiving anything. You don't get awards for what you receive. You get awards for what you give. You don't get awards or rewards for what somebody does for you. You get it for what you do for somebody. So let's take an example. After 9 years in government, Andrew Holness decided to keep last mass rally in the place that he born, raised, and grew up and live all his life, Spanish Town. And it turns out that that is the biggest of all the rallies. Remember saying, even Jesus said, a prophet does not even have respect in their hometown, And we know that's general. But Dr. Andrew Holness received the biggest turnout in his own hometown. You know what that tells us? That tells us that this is a man who has done the work. Big up to Nicola. Nicola is testifying or confirming what I'm saying right now. Let us use Dayton for example. Dayton failed his own hometown where he came from, and they voted him out. His own hometown, no one have nothing to do with him. Why? Because he's lazy and he's fiercey. Somebody said, big up Babsy Grange, 1 MP. Excuse me, Spanish Town is my base. Big up Andrew, my neighbor. My neighbors from his childhood home. Big them up. Somebody said Jamaica love to play Russian roulette with their future. When you ask them why they are not voting for JLP, they claim they want to give PNP a chance. Thank you very much for bringing that up. You see, how you gonna have a successful and balanced life that your kids can follow if you are just unstable? You just move from one place to the other. How you gonna build wealth? And how you gonna save money when every time you put money in your bank account, you draw it out back quickly? How you gonna start your house and every time you lay a few blocks, you find something else to do with your time and your money? And we know that houses can take long to build, but the point I am making is this. How is it that every time the JLP takes over the government, the country grows? And every time the PNP takes over, the country goes in regression and in recession. In other words, the country pop down. We know that the die-hearted people talk like this, and we're saying to the die-hearted people, stop make PNP trick uno. If PNP didn't love uno wouldn't have to keep chicken back Fridays for uno. That is because they don't think much about uno. The PNP constituencies would not have some of the worst roads if they cared about you. They love to talk about the word is love, but that is a lie. Just like how you hear Mark Golden get up on stage and lie, the PNP, they've always lied. Look at how great Jamaica is today. Coming from a long history of PNP destruction, Jamaica gave PNP 18 and a half years straight. And in these 18 and a half years, them no fix roads. Enough people still never have water. 18 years you give them. So there is no way that this administration can be in office for 9 years and they've accomplished so much. Roads, bridge, drains, water, scholarship, hospitals, everything, you name it. School bus system, the book of 250 achievements, first in Jamaica. So you look at this now. If the PNP have been in office for more than twice the time that the JLP has been in office, yet the PNP, they've never been able to campaign on any book of achievement. The only thing they can do is tell with the policies that they put in place and how them set up this and how them set up that. And we're not going to knock, the work that Manley did, and whatever PJ did well, he did well. But you have to look at where we are right now. You can't be baking a cake, man. And when the cake reach 10 minutes now before it finish, you put on back the timer and you put it back in the oven and you have it over there. So You understand me? You have to do it over. No, let this cake continue to bake to perfection. You can't take it out before the time and make it come to completion. You see what I mean? So you can't have your cake and eat it, Jamaica. Or undecided voters or die-hearted voters. This is not about color. That's why we talk about choose Jamaica. See there? Country above party. Yesterday I had to put something out there, and I say, this election has taught me that it look like we have two set of people in a Jamaica. We have Jamaicans and we have PNP. It look like a two set of people born in a Jamaica family. Big up Mark Stewart, one love, third term confirming. A two set of people Jamaican mothers push out. Some born Jamaicans and some born PNP. Somebody said the PNP mismanaged the economy. That's why they couldn't provide the essential services the country needs. Thank you very much. And when we talk about this and we expose what's happening on the PNP side, let's remember now, people in JLP, thanks to those who are forward. And we're going to say that over the next 48 hours, even if you can't forward and vote for whatever reason, say for instance you live overseas, if you can't do it, still pick up the phone and call people who have a vote and tell them, please, may I beg you, do it for Jamaica. This is not about doing it for Andrew. This is not about challenging PJ's record. PJ should be ashamed of himself. PJ has the longest time, consecutive terms in office of any other prime minister in Jamaica, which means that PJ has given us the biggest history of failures. And PJ is to say a black man time now, which show you say color not really matter. Because more black people suffer under PJ government than under any other government. PJ was the weapon formed against Jamaica in the 90s economically. The crime rate under PJ management. So PJ has no credibility to talk about go vote for somebody else who never do the work. Somebody said, good morning, everyone. I just love how this guy talk. God bless you, brother. You're speaking the truth without playing hypocrite. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Katura. I appreciate that. PJ has had a lot of time. They say time is money. They had a lot of time to do right by the people. And as we always say, PNP act like somebody said, good morning, everyone. I just love, okay, this is the same one, right? They've had a lot of time to show you whether they truly love you or not. But they didn't. Because they don't love you. They don't love you. And I want to say big up to the young people. You see enough of them on, you see them on TikTok. You see them on, not so much Facebook. I don't use Insta too much, which is telling my age. I don't use Insta too much. I'm still a Facebooker. By the way, when I do those short videos, I tell you they go very far on Facebook. So the same video that I put on, for the short on YouTube, I just send it over to Facebook as a reel and I send it over to TikTok. And I tell you, multiple, way more views and shares and reactions, because we have to use up the different platforms to reach other people. Because you see, one of the problems with us in Jamaica is that we don't really know our history. If we didn't know our history, the political history and what PNP has done to this country, enough PNP don't even know PNP history. Somebody say, thank you, my brother. I appreciate this every time I read comment. You understand me? PNP need to go back. All right, that gone already, but big respect, family. You understand me? PNP has had a lot of time in office, and all they've done is they fail the Jamaican people. There's a video I wanted to play, and there's some more messages. I think I have another message. I usually keep the show within an hour. We're over the time already, but I think I can take even another message. Yeah? Well, family, we ought to know right now what the mission is. The mission is that go out early, stay focused, prepare for distractions, prepare for challenges, but prepare to vote, because only the vote them in the ballot box that matters. And make sure so you put X inside of the box. Do not spoil your ballot. Use the pencil that is at the booth where you will be putting your X. Do not bring your own pencil or anything like that. Be careful. No spoil your ballot. Don't spoil it. You understand me? I said to you. Let's
about the debate that they had. You could see that Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister, he went to talk what he's doing. You can see that he went with good intention. But you could see that Mark, the opposition leader, he came with an ulterior motive. He came specifically to attack Andrew Holness personally. He came with a personal vendetta. He didn't come to explain to the Jamaican people. And you could see his body language. You could see his intention that all he wanted to do is expose Andrew and his wife, which was not relevant. And you could see that being heads of state for Mark Golding is just another business deal. He is not interested in the country. He's just interested in what he can get. Because look at this. He is the opposition leader, and he is people see him as one of the richest person in Jamaica. And do you want to tell me he can't even donate something to his community? You don't hear of nobody that he helped. So if he wanted to be heads of state, he should have been showing some potential of helping people. The next thing.
So, on a year that a while ago, Mark Golding not helping. You understand me? Mark Golding just wants power for himself, focusing on himself rather than focusing on telling the Jamaican people what to do. You know, even in his closing speech, Mark Golding was not able to sell what he's supposed to sell. Mark Golding was not able to convince us that the 3.5 is realistic. Mark Golding was not able to prove corruption. The man is so delusional that something, he might talk about 28 bank account, integrity commission and everything, yet none of that has been proven. Andrew Holness under no investigation. Dion Jackson Miller, from the very beginning, she tried the foolishness, talking about being hostile to public oversight bodies, and she direct most of her question them. Mark Golding, no respect. He don't even want to address the man as Prime Minister. You understand me? Or Dr. Andrew Holness. He kept saying Andrew or Andrew Holness. The man has no respect for Jamaicans. No respect, no love for Jamaica. I love when Andrew said to him, you know, it's the choices that you make that make you a Jamaican. You want to be Prime Minister of Jamaica, yet we still have no confirmation that you renounce your British passport and your British citizenship. You lie so much, we don't even believe when you're talking the truth. You came and you present some little full document that we don't even know if that's a real birth certificate. Remember, you know, I just don't come up with these things because we talk about these things on the last show, you know. He was not able to prove corruption. But the key thing for me is that he was not able to defend himself when Dr. Andrew Holness talked about his OCG case. And the OCG back then was the Integrity Commission. PNP is so corrupt that Mark Golding was able to incorporate the OCG into the Integrity Commission, the same OCG that investigated him and found that his business practices for certain transactions were improper and irregular. But guess who was on that case? Greg Christie, the same one that was in the Integrity Commission. He was on that case. But everybody remember what Aluna Samba say already. Is that we make sure that the civic groups are full of PNP people because they have an agenda. Somebody say steady. It's not a birth certificate. Watch the video, 411 released this morning. I will watch that video. You understand what I said to you? So the man, he was not able to make, so even though, they're talking about Mark Golding, at least one station said that Mark Golding win election. Let's talk about that. This part of the show is for those who love the steady show, and I drop knowledge. By the way, I need some more likes. Go ahead and tap the screen. So this is a bonus segment of the show right now, right? Go ahead and double tap the screen. This is the bonus segment. Get me the 200 likes. Go ahead and double tap your screen right now. Double tap your screen or just hit the thumbs up button. For some of you, you may have to just tap the 3 buttons at the top right-hand corner of your screen. Go ahead and hit that. Select the like and let us go ahead and do that. Somebody said the fact of the matter is the PNP cannot in any way debate the JLP on the economy. They can't. Thank you, Anthony C. Mister. Right? Thank you very much. They can't do that. By the way, Black Obsidian say, let us go and follow what Bobby Montague say. Go and vote before 1 p.m. by 12:59. We want the votes to be in if it's possible. Because we know that PNP, they're afraid of 1 p.m. You understand me? So I like that. So Black Obsidian said backfire right back on him. Him floor him every opportunity when the rum tells you you're a good dancer. Everybody remember that? Tambourine moment. So liberate. By the way, did anybody realize that that was the moment that Andrew flustered Mark for good? He said when the rum tells you you can dance, and allegedly Mark Golding is a serious rum drinker. And then Andrew doubled down and say, I don't know what the opposition leader was drinking. Excellent debate strategy. Show labor rights. When he said that, you see, Andrew threw the knockout punch, As a matter of fact, Andrew did the rope-a-dope on the first question. And for those of you, if you were not here when I did the first show, let me explain it. When Deon Jackson Miller threw that 3 or how many part question at him about oversight committee and JLP administration hostile to oversight bodies and so on, do you remember what the PM did? The PMB, somebody said the PM was very clever with his job. He absolutely was. Let's talk about it because it's still a good moment, right? But when she asked that first question, right? What he did was that he did not use all his time to answer because even though she came with these courtroom cross-questioning foolishness, Andrew knew that they were trying to get him there. And I'm telling you, Andrew Holness, he's very strong to have answered the way he answered. And basically said, listen to me, we are not hostile. As a matter of fact, we strengthen the oversight bodies and all of that. Because remember, when Andrew them decided to sign the Integrity Commission into law, they never saw where the PNP and Mark Golding them would use that to weaponize and to use it as a campaign strategy, because this is what PNP use government to do all the time, to carry out their dirty work. Right? So he let what Andrew did, this is a rope-a-dope, and I remember saying make you hit him first. So Andrew left himself open to let Mark Golding throw his biggest punch first, because everybody know he's been campaigning. And he came and he talked about, oh yeah, they've been absolutely hostile, or for want of a better term, towards the oversight bodies, especially the Integrity Commission, and blah, 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 blah. When he did that, he had no way of coming back into the debate. Mark Golding tried to rise up the Integrity Commission several times, but by the time he tried it again, Andrew Wallace deal with that. Andrew Wallace started beat him. Anybody realize that the moment Andrew, so that's the rope-a-dope, him let him take him biggest punch first. Anybody notice how weak Mark Golding was throughout the rest of the debate? After a while, this just wear him down. The energy in the room, it fell down. I love the part again where the other one was talking about fixed election date. The gentleman and Andrew look at him and say, listen to me. For want of a better term, that is not a well-researched question. So them not even do their research. But you come ask big question on stage. Didn't even do their research. There was also this point where Diane Jackson Miller, because you notice Diane Jackson Miller, she saved most of the big question them for Andrew, you know. One of the things I also noticed is that when they ask Mark Golding about the 3.5, him can't tell you. Mark Golding out there give false information about where we are now in terms of, you understand me, debt to GDP. Andrew corrected that as well. And by the way, we saw one at the time when Andrew clearly was irritating him, you know. So that's a good thing, you know. You see, anytime the bullies start getting bullied, Andrew used that. So what Andrew did was Andrew flustered him mentally. Because all this time, when Andrew wasn't answering to him, Mark Golding never have the brain to understand that it was just a strategy. Andrew was letting him throw all his punches first. You understand me? Let him throw all his punches them. And then he knock him out in the conversation. So by the time he spoke on the economy and him tell him, say, listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. We don't know why I'm a drink, but listen to me. Listen to me. It is unworkable. Remember, Keith Duncan already says it's unworkable. The economists, them say it's unworkable. So you can't sell. No, they're flip-flopping. And we know they've had a history of flip-flopping on their issues. So what we're saying in our family, there is nothing to vote for when it comes to the PNP. And we are so glad Mark Golding still lying about 28 bank account. We are so glad that they went ahead and every single weapon, they've formed all kind of weapons against Dr. Andrew Holness, but those weapons, they have not prospered. They have failed. What a beautiful thing. So this is a bonus part of the show. Go ahead and hit the like button right now. All those things, they have failed. Everything they have tried, they fail, right? I was trying to play this video that had come out with the PNP people them. So what happened is that there is this video from Dream Weekend some time ago. Let me see if I sent it to myself. Did I? There's this video from Dream Weekend some time ago. And what happened was PNP took the same video with some people on a plane. PNP took the video, took out the sound out of the video, and put the Blood and Fire Comrade song there. Right? Put the Blood and Fire Comrade song to play, and people are dancing because just like them fake poll, they were trying to make it look like all these people are coming down. So the content creator now was able to show the original video with, if you have that video, Leone Lioness, you can go ahead and send it to the 876-251-3028 number. Anybody has that video, please send it to 876-251-3028 if you have it, so I can play. So this is another fake poll for them, right? They threw every single thing, no problem, Leonie. They threw every single thing at Dr. Andrew Holness, and they failed. She's saying she watched it, right? They tried everything, and they failed. So that simply means that they already know that this is not looking good for them. Right? Nationwide, make sure them send out the blue dot poll showing that JLP was what? Was it 13% ahead? Unlike the fake done and the suppose. Right? And we are at a place now, family, where Jamaica is no longer the Jamaica that the PNP was able to lie to and get away with. This is a new Jamaica where the young people demand that you present them with viable plans and the policies that they can vote on, that can make their lives better. Them are young people, yeah. Not for them go through too much struggle, especially when they come from the PNP home them and realize that these people have been voting for hardship. So, family, listen. JLP is absolutely leading into the poll. By the way, the JLP has always been leading, but we know that PNP always come up with fake polls. That is just what they do. Somebody said Mark Golden's wife is 49, he's 62. Their first child is 35. Do the math. I don't even want to touch that one. Somebody said Mark Golden was being protected by the media but failed miserably. Absolutely. Even the question that they asked him for him now to talk about his father and his charities and that history. Not even that. Even Diane Jackson Miller had to ask him. She gave him an easy one. He was not able to deal with that. So, listen. Everything that they tried. Big up DJ Jemo. Everything that they tried failed. Rose said winnings. Everything that they tried failed. But the silly thing is, I love the OCG moment because Mark Golden did not even answer Dr. Andrew Holness when Dr. Andrew Holness brought up the OCG case, because that is something. So in other words, what we're saying is that there is something on the government records that show that Mark Golden and Peter Bunting participated in government corruption. Yet, they are so lie and wicked that they've been running around the country, lying to people, making all kind of claims about corruption. Yet, they've investigated Dr. Andrew Holness for a long time, put forensic, you understand me, auditor on the Prime Minister. And of everything they've tried, it didn't work. We know that Dennis Chung used to work for them. And to protect themselves, they came and they staged a whole protest as if, because Dennis Chung gave his professional opinion. Dennis Chung, somebody who used to work even for PNP, helped to balance things. You understand me? But because the man gave his opinion on the 28 bank accounts, they came and they staged a thing to say that Dennis Chung, you understand me, he cannot be there, and they questioned the process of how he was hired, and all of that foolishness. And anybody remember the part when Dr. Andrew Holness said, you understand me, I understand that the FID is a friend of yours, but you have to understand that not everybody will be willing to compromise their professional experience. So when Dennis Chung gave his opinion, the next thing again, family, you have to understand how Mark Golden them lie. What they essentially wanted to do was they want somebody like Dennis Chung at the FID, because FID means you investigate the money laundering and the financial crimes, and we highly suspect that Mark Golden and Peter Bunting, they would have committed these crimes for all of the riches that they've gained. The greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. And Dr. Andrew Holness explicitly stated, I believe on the stage yesterday, he said he helped to orchestrate all of that. So Mark Golden knew exactly what to do to turn over the Jamaican economy so that he can transfer the wealth from the poor to the rich. And for those of you who don't understand how it works, when you raise up the high interest rates, such as what happened in the 90s, and you push the banks and the insurance companies and the businesses into insolvency and they can't pay, and they become bad debtors, such as Godfrey Dyer, who used to own the Wexford Hotel, borrowed $15 million to renovate his hotel. And when it was done, he had to pay something to the tune of about $154 million. That happened. That's how egregious Finsac was. So if you're an undecided voter, get educated. Go on my channel and pull up my video on Finsac. I just did it the other day again. That's what made my channel get big. It was very, very serious. So we are said to the people them who have the loans right now, car loan, house loan, all kinds of loan. And not just your loan, them would go fine. Remember, when Finsac happened, NCB get caught up into it. Somebody can put in some of the names, them, all these big companies, 44,000 businesses, they turn it over. When they turn it over, and the people cannot pay the money, because if your credit is bad, you can't borrow no money. Right? You cannot borrow no money if your credit is bad. The bank can't pay back the money when they borrow from you. You can't get back your money from the bank. Then that's when the government set up Finsac. Finsac 2.0. And they say, all right, creditors and debtors, let's negotiate. But they never gave back the homes and the businesses to a lot of the people who lost it because of the high government debt. The debt that the government hiked up on the people. That's what it was, That's Finsac, Right? They hike up the debt on the people. By the way, speaking of that, anybody notice in the debate when Andrew Holness talk about Finsac, Mark Golin, here is what Mark Golin say. In a nutshell, him say Finsac was set up to help people, you understand me, to save their businesses, their life insurance policies, their savings or whatever. He said that, right? Then him talk about DBG that was set up 1992 and later on, and they had to go through the suffering like everybody else. But then Mark Golin forward back and him say, Andrew Holness went and he bought a house through somebody that lost their home due to Finsac. Now, even the way Mark Golin worded it, it was a lie. The reality of the situation is that, based on what Andrew Holness responded, is that somebody lost their home due to Finsac, and that house found itself on the open market. When the house is on the open market, just like a lot of people right now, open market simply means to say you never buy it through an NHT or any one of these. Open market, which means that the house was there for everybody else to buy. It was listed, legally listed. If you see a house right now in the newspaper, every day you see house and car sell. If you go and you buy one and you go through all the legal processes, you're not going to have any idea of what may have happened to the people who decide to put up the house for sale. Or even if you buy it through a bank, you don't know that history. You bought a house at the price at which it was sold. Right? So that is what Mark Golin is trying to call Andrew a hypocrite for. That couldn't work, but it's a lie. But when he realized that he could sell this point towards the last part of what he was saying, he said, you bought your house from somebody who lost their home because of Finsac or due to Finsac. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch back the debate, those were the exact words from Mark Golin's mouth. So if Finsac was set up to help people, it is the same statement. If it was set up to help people, but somebody lost their house due to Finsac or because of Finsac, then it shows you that Finsac really did cause a lot of people to lose them house. A lot of people thought they had a chance of salvaging their loans. So the government won the trust of the people by opening Finsac. So the government say, listen, Finsac will now help you, the creditor and the debtor, to get together and work something out. But the end goal of Finsac, somebody say, places that went down, Eagle Commercial Bank, Workers Bank, Central National Bank, Life of Jamaica, ICWI, Island Life, among the factories. Thank you very much. All these people, Home Electrics, whole heap of them, a lot of Colgate, I don't know if Colgate, don't misquote me. Mutual Life, a lot of them, all NCB in it too. Whole heap of them get caught in it. Thermoplastics, come on, talk to me. All these businesses, enough of these, yes, Colgate, thank you. Enough young people don't even know these things. 44,000 businesses went down. What would Jamaica be today had we not lost 44,000 businesses due to bad government policies that were designed to mash down Jamaica people. Look at Don Crawford. Look at what he lost. The other night I told, and I have somebody who's been talking since Monty Perkins days, who have a lot of information on Finsac, and I will be doing a show with them, but I'm going to do it after the election. I have a file right now sitting in my email called the Finsac Conspiracy. People who directly Finsac. And one of the stories, somebody said all the banks, manufacturing companies, including Goodyear in St. Thomas. I'm telling you, Barrett Battery, Goodyear, Tire Factory, all of them. Barrick, see there? You remind me of Randy. All right, that's somebody else. That's something. Yes, my brother, preach and teach. God is with you all the way. Thank you very much, Keturah. All these businesses went down. Somebody else attack. Paul Robertson got bailed out, 250 mil. Somebody says, sub, thank you very much. All kind of things go on, man. This is how bunting them. And one of the things, some of the things that you need to understand that Mark Golding did. Dr. Andrew Holness say you were a broker for the government. So the Finsac was set up as a broker. Bring in the people who can't, pay back their debts and let them negotiate with their lenders. Right? But what really did happen? Enough people who went back and tried to get their businesses back or their homes or whatever. Right? And I'm going to give you some testimonies I got. Right? Finsac was unwilling to give back people them businesses for 50% of what they owed. Right? Yet, they sold their businesses and their properties, whatever properties them have, right? They sold it to other people for 5% of the value. So what does that tell you? If Finsac was not willing to give them, the people them back, them property, right, for 50% of what the banks claim they owed because of the interest rate the government put on them. But they sold the same businesses to other people for 5% of the value. You don't see the criminality in that. You don't see the corruption in that. It simply means that the bad debt was the high interest rate. It was designed to send people into bankruptcy, including their banks. And one of the stories I'm starting to learn is that even in the banks started to use people's titles to do foolishness. And even according to what I heard, so that the Omar Davies said at the time, allegedly, he said Omar Davies knew what was going on. There was somebody who, rest in peace, are no longer around anymore. But business is going on very, 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 very well. And a lucky thing said the person didn't know I'm bank manager at the time. And what was said was that, listen to me, we know what's happening, but we can't tell the people them what really is taking place. Because even in the banks caught on to the fact that, and I'm talking about bank employees now and so on, they caught on to the fact that the government basically mash up the whole country and liquidate the country. You know, when you got foreigner, you sell out the whole of your things them at cheaper than their original cost. That's what the government did to Jamaica in the 90s. That's what they did to business people. And a lot of those people that they did it to, they were labor rights people, targeted those people. The government did that. Black ordinary Jamaicans who had their businesses. And let me tell you some stories that I learned. Because the lady I'm talking to, she used to be on Monty Perkins. And a lot of them knew what was going on. A lot of them never got representation because I'm learning that criminal PNP people made sure that if certain lawyers took certain cases, they would have blacklisted them. That's how terrible it was, their corruption, their wickedness to the Jamaican people. Even lawyers don't want to touch enough of the case them. Enough people had to run regard of foreign and can't let their identity be known because they have testimonies on specific situations that took place because of Finsac. And these are the people running around Jamaica talking about vote for them and JLP corrupt. We have to be careful this election day, family. If that is not enough for you to decide that you need to give your vote to the JLP, then we probably can't help you. And I told the stories the other night of an individual that owned 17 properties and they lost them all due to Finsac. Right? And it was said that the person just said to his wife, listen to me, just don't feed me anymore. And that's how the person went out. Another gentleman on his way to work, and just one man tell him, so listen, turn back. When him turn back, I'm wife that with the machine in our head ready to take ourselves out. And some people did take themselves out. Because you have to understand me that it was not just the people at the bottom they came for. They wiped out the whole middle class. You notice what Margolin is trying to do is wipe out the middle class again. They only care about the votes. You understand me? A lot of these egregious stories took place. Some of them I can't remember off the top of my head right now. All of this happened under PNP government. If you heard Dan Crawford's testimony, you heard. So family, it's serious. This PNP government, these PNP people, they're doing every and anything to come back into power just so that they can get to the country's NIR, country's purse, and the rest of Jamaica, they're going to suffer. So them are do blood and fire. If a war, they're doing everything to try to get a win. Because for them, politics is about finding a way to take a hold of state power. And when they take a hold of state power, that is the point at which they share up the money. You understand me? Oh, hey! Them never know say of your origin. Infrastructure. All right, I like that. You understand me? That's it. Father Paul says, steady, a plantation needs slaves. That means you must make more poor people. Exactly. So, Jamaicans, family, everybody that is watching, whether you're JLP, PNP, or undecided, one of them say a wise man learns. There's a quote, Father Paul, you probably know that quote better than me, but essentially it say, do a smart man will always learn from others is not just mistakes, but misfortunes. The worst thing you can tell yourself is that after getting all this information, you tell yourself that you would be exempt. We just want to tell you that there's a lot of people who were tapanars, bank owners, hotel owners, restaurant owners, owners of big construction companies, owners of homes in Beverly Hills, and owners of homes in all of the big top residential places. These were the people that the PNP government brought to their knees. And anybody who's never read the book Too Black to Succeed, you can look at it. I tell you, JLP has grown the economy to the point where, with a third term in view, and from all indications, that's what Jamaica is saying, I'm telling you, it's not just that Andrew is getting a third term. It's not even just so that JLP can be in power. Because guess what? At the end of the day, what we all want is we want good government policies that make our lives better. That's what we want. It's not about JLP or PNP at the end of the day. It's about Jamaica. That's why Dr. Andrew Holness is going with Choose Jamaica. This election is about choosing the country above the party. And if you're one of them that you're just too die-hearted to vote JLP to give your children a chance to ride safer in the school bus, if you love PNP so much that you don't want the minimum wage raise up and the people who now work the biggest jobs can get the opportunity now to plan, because you see, I want to talk about the minimum wage earners. A lot of the minimum wage earners, they are some of the best people when it comes on to managing money, because they have to do so much with so little. You have to vote for that. The wise man learns from his mistakes, from the mistakes of others. Thank you very much. Otto von Bismarck, right? So this thing where they came and they trick people without even doing the maths. And I'm going to focus some more on that, right? It's very, very important that we pay attention. It's the policies, the policies the government is going to put in for the people. Somebody say hallelujah. You understand? The policy that the government puts in for the people at the end of the day, that is what that gonna matter. You understand me? I think there is a video I could play. Hold on. That is what is going to matter at the end of the day, family. You understand me? I think I can play. Let me see if I can do this. I want to talk something more about, I think this was a short. Is it there? Is it on this channel? Oh, this probably was not a short. Let me see if I can find it otherwise. Yeah? But family, there's a lot to this whole matter. All right, see the video here. I'm going to play this one off JPU's channel. I thought this was very, very good. Let us go ahead and listen to this young lady.
It's made of. Go to artlist.I.
1 second. 1 second, family. I want to play this video to show you that when you vote for good government, it matters. This is it. I'm going to play this one off JPU.
Information as it relates to economics and as it relates to social issues.
Hold on.
I'm going to tell you how it affects you when it comes to people presenting their information as it relates to economics and as it relates to social issues. I'm going to tell you how it affects you when it comes to travel and the current administration. In 2016, before the administration turned over, the Jamaican passport was ranked in the high 60s in the rest of the world. We could only go to, I think it was like 70 countries, visa-free, visa on arrival, and e-visa. Today, we have over 100 countries with access, visa-free, visa on arrival, and e-visa. To gain visa-free access to a country or to have a direct flight or a route planned to a country, it not just happening, the country then just wake up one day and be like, oh, let me make Jamaica visa-free access. Thailand didn't just wake up one day and say, oh, let me give Jamaica visa-free access. This is meetings where the Ministry of Foreign Affairs have to fly to the country, meet with ambassadors, plan out everything, sign agreements. It's not just them a wake up and I decide that them are going to give Jamaica visa-free access. For a lot of countries, in a lot of cases, is a proposal or an application that Jamaica has to make to the country to gain visa-free access for its citizens. So if on a believe say, oh, the country they magically do it, no, a whole heap of work going on it before we can benefit. Now, to think that in 2016 we only had 77 countries and today we have over 100, that means during that tenure they have brokered over 30 different deals with different countries to gain access on the Jamaican passport. Only that, when you develop these relationships with these countries, you have to have ambassadors available, you have to have consulates available, and you have to have embassies that are available to process requests from citizens that will be visiting these countries. That not just happen overnight. That are staffing, and remember, you have to staff these consulates with people who are bilingual, which means if you're in a Japan, the consulate African speak Japanese and Jamaican, and so on and so forth. But when they develop these relationships with these countries, they also have to create a path for Jamaicans to get there. If you guys look on Condor Airlines website right now, you can buy flight to South Africa, Zimbabwe, places that were so hard to access before. You can just go on one airline website. Them partnership, they don't just happen. They don't just happen, so. When you guys are visiting foreign countries, and I know a lot of you might say, oh, me did in our situation, I can attest that every single consulate that represents Jamaica in every country I've ever been to and needed assistance were attentive. 2-3 a.m. in the morning, the consulate them available for make calls and translate on our behalf and provide assistance. Only think them people they just drop out the sky? Y'all see the Foreign Affairs Ministry going for fishermen who washed up in Colombia. They are getting people assistance in, I think I saw an article about a man that is currently in Lesotho. There is so much work that is being done that you know nothing about. This is the current administration we have now. I believe that we are on a path to get better because it's gotten so much easier for us to travel internationally. And not only that, just spilling over from the economic changes, more Jamaicans are able to afford to take vacations. At times, they make administrative changes that a lot of us don't understand how it affects us personally. But think about where you were 5, 6, 8, 10 years ago and where you are today. There's enough videos here on TikTok with people breaking down the other aspects of the government, economic, social issues, and all the other little things that have affected us or has changed during this current tenure. Use all of this information to decide who you want for run the government. See you in foreign. Or depends on who you vote for.
I like that. Anybody caught the last part of that?
Studio,
1 second.
where a developer-first environment meets built-in solutions on one platform.
The young lady says, see you in foreign. You hear what she say? Before this administration, we could have only traveled about 77 countries visa-free. But with the JLP in government, we can do so with over 100 countries. You understand me? Now, I don't know about anybody else, right? But me know travel is one of the things. I've always said I wanted to travel the world. It's one of the only things that ever fascinate me. So this got my attention. And I can tell you, I've been on, 4 cruises before? 4 cruises. And between those 4 cruises, I've gone to about 7 Caribbean countries. There are some other countries I've gone to before, right? But when I see this and she talk about how Ministry of Foreign Affairs make life easy and how Jamaicans can travel visa-free, you see, a part of the problem with a lot of Jamaicans is that a lot of people, they've never been anywhere else. So they don't understand what we have. They don't understand the value of eating a proper mango. Me not buy mango up, I said. You understand me? I said to you, a whole heap of things. Yeah, brother, your father Greg. I listen to it, but one of them, your chip one. Yeah, me don't want to play the one them man. Me wish I never did that, sir. We can't play the one them one. We can't play the first one. You understand me? Yeah. But if you can't send me something, do it, man. But listen, man. Jamaicans, we have the opportunity. Now, this is how you have to reason out things. This is how you have to reason out things. You understand me? For instance, with the minimum wage, we're going to raise up under this administration now. It means to say this is access now to more people getting more money and people now can plan them look at business better, you know. It simply means to say, some people now who, even if you can't get the big visa, there are some things you can do now. You can travel free, and it may not be what you can do immediately. Even for the people now who never do it. If travel is your thing, and at some point, you have to figure out what is good for you. I know, so when me say that, a lot of people, some people fear the plane and they don't want nothing to do with it. And I understand that, right? But that got me because travel is my thing. There are other people who travel a for them thing as well. You see what I said to you? And so if we have so much opportunities, big up yourself in a Richard. If we have, by the way, Father Greg, I think I have a strategy. I'm gonna try it, right? Because a lot of conscious reasoning in this thing here to you. You understand me? If we have the opportunity now to say we can travel so many different places, visa free, it simply means to say our status in the world has been elevated as a result of having good economic policies under the JLP. Because at least them free up the thing them now because them realize, say, oh, there is a mutual benefit to doing business with Jamaicans or working with Jamaicans. Oh, so at least now we know, say, when Jamaicans come our country, them now go run off in our country because their economy is even better than ours. You understand me? That is something that happens under good government. Now, if you want to sit down there and say that no matter to you, then unfortunately, all we want to know is that your friend, your cousin, your picnic, your auntie, your brother, your neighbor, your co-worker, your friend that you're in at the bar with, I hope they will listen to this and they will style you and vote JLP. And then when you think say them never did go nowhere in a life, one day when they eat the chicken back, one day when they keep a chicken back party, and them that just drop a picture on you or a video on the Insta, on the gram, drop something on the gram or drop something on TikTok and say, see it here, because we vote JLP, we can travel now. And that we want to do to you, you know. Enough on the PNP, enough people go vote for JLP and not telling you, you know. Because them see, now because them sit down on the corner, we don't know a reason, you know. That no mean to say they not pay attention to logic, you know. Them a chat the foolishness, we don't know, you know. But then go and vote for JLP because them are no idiot. So I say, honestly, I believe with all my heart that the opposition leader does not know how to love. Him is a different story, man. Are people watching what is happening in first world countries? They are struggling. We need a strong Jamaica to have an option. Yes, Father Paul, we need Jamaica to lean on. You understand? So more countries, so the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they're doing everything to pave the way for Jamaicans now to be respected in the world. Not just because we have great athletes and great food and great music, but no, we can be recognized as a country who manages, our affairs. Somebody said true steady. But they're not going to tell anyone who they vote for. I'm telling you. Somebody said true, my brother. Just love how you put out the truth. Nothing but the truth. Thank you. You understand me? A lot of people are going to vote for the minimum wage. Somebody put vote for the minimum wage or green up the chat right now or put in the Jamaican flag or put in 1 p.m. Vote for the minimum wage. We don't even know, Andy Campbell, big up yourself, same way, how him get the passport. Because if anything Mark Golden got, and we're still questioning it, I can assure you that he got it under PNP government. Because under PNP government, all kind of corruption becomes the order of the day. So if Mark Golden has all kind of documents that has been issued to him, with Andrew, foreigners soon need visa to visit Jamaica. See it right there, so Father Paul. You understand me? I think we have something here with Dan Jackson Bill. Let me see if I can play that one.
to 3% or thereabouts. Don't hold me to those figures, but something along those lines, which would free up about $20 billion, Dion, for them to spend primarily on social programs. The architect of the current economic policy, Dr. Peter Phillips, their former leader, came out strongly and said no. He disagreed with his success and the current leadership of the PNP for that policy. I've not really heard them articulate it lately, so I'm wondering if that's something that they have shelved. And that's one of the challenges that I was alluding to earlier in making that point, that they're in a bit of a bind in terms of offering a clear alternative to the current economic policy.
Well, in the weeks now going up to September 3rd, both parties obviously are going to be probably knocking on your door, all of you people trying to get your vote. The PNP, again, I think has a steeper hill to climb.
You hear what Dean Jackson Miller said? She was the one that was on stage the other day throwing all kind of tough questions at the Prime Minister. And she said, with what's going on right now, the PNP, they have a steeper hill to climb in this season here, because guess what? People know which government can lead Jamaica into the future. Somebody said dinner is a comrade. You understand me? Somebody said, you know when the club full, a line have to form outside. Anybody remember Godfather Night Club in New Kingston? Father Paul sometimes. You better pick up the one there just by reading it. Right? But listen, you're talking about for the people who walk over Jamaica. Right? And everybody knows, somebody said, Dear Jackson Miller is a comrade. They've done everything. And listen, we're going to vote on Wednesday. I want you all to vote and remember all the skewed narratives and how the Gleaner, how the RJR group, how they've been on the PNP's side. Remember how the Gleaner and the RJR group and the traditional media, remember how they've been campaigning for the JLP. Remember how the Integrity Commission went to the Parliament and Pant them disrespected the parliamentarians. Please remember that when you vote on election day. Remember all the things that the PNP has done to their own people when you go and vote. Remember the lies that they told, and Dr. Andrew Holness exposed Dr. Andrew, all kind of things, came up with all manner of things. Remember how Mark Golding has been disrespectful to the Prime Minister and the Jamaican people at Jamaican events. Mark Golding lied on the stage and said he was not hesitant to disclose that he has UK citizenship, when we all remember Mark Golding and how long it took him, you understand me, to admit, and how long it took him to confirm that he did. And him not really confirm because we don't have no documentation, professional documentation. We do not have a single media house that has verified these people. The other day I said Ian Boyne, would be turning in his grave to see the kind of washed up journalists that we have today. Who remember when Dean Jackson Miller was a respected journalist in Jamaica? You understand me? Ian Boyne must be turning in his grave right now to see the journalists of today. A lot of the journalists, good journalists such as George Davis, them never want a them debate because them know that Mark Golding cannot stand up to the scrutiny of a good journalist. PNP told a lot of lies in the debate. There was no fact-checking. And we want to call upon the JDC and everybody. We, the Jamaican people, we demand a more professional, we demand debates that are tailored and that speaks to the relevant issues that are affecting people now, such as ensuring that we clarify who the candidates are trying to do it. Please make sure you're asking questions about what's happening with crime. You understand me? Make sure you're asking questions about the changes that are happening in the current environment and changes that you anticipate in the future, and how future governments and the plans that the candidates have in anticipation of those changes, right? How they plan to deal with those changes, how they plan to deal with any eventualities. Mark Golden come and he want to hand out money to everybody, not realizing that if we go through any kind of shocks right now, we're going to need something to fall back on. So, may I tell you, man, somebody's saying PNP. Listen, not everybody is going to come over, you know. But, by the way, I have my predictions in the family. I don't know if I should say it right now. Let me not say it. Let me keep watching the ground. But I will disclose it before the results are called. You understand me? I have my predictions about election day. But, family, all good things must come to an end, because if we follow the politics, we will not have enough time. But listen, chances are I might be doing another show later, and I will be doing some more shows leading up to the election to get us into the mood and the spirit. But in the meantime, please arrange your transportations. Make sure you know where your polling station is. Check with your MPs. Check your MPs. Check their websites. Call into your constituency offices. Reach out to your MPs, your councillors, your election day workers. If you have questions about the voting process, make sure you go ahead and make sure you do it. If you see any updates from the EOJ, make sure you follow that. Please make sure that you're paying attention to what is happening in the news. Look for any updates. You understand me? And make sure you spread the word. If possible, if you can carry some people in your car, make sure you do it. It is not too late to talk to the younger ones and the ones who are still undecided. Talk to them about what we talk about in this show. Send them this video and tell them just to sit down and watch it, and they can decide which party is best to lead them into the future. But family, it's going to be very, very interesting that every single person who has a vote go out and vote JLP. You understand what I said to you? You can also see your information on Google. Thank you, Eugita. I'm going to check that up for myself. Anything that, any best practices, anything. Family, for the next few days, we are going to talk. Let us work as a family. Any updates, anything we need to know, when we come and chat, we're going to chat about it. You understand me? So, when I do shows like this, I just want to send out something out there. Send out a message to those, you understand me, who will be voting. And listen, we're giving priorities to the voters. So when we talk, if you don't want forward and you want to call into the show, if you know, say, you travel or you forward down anything are going on in your constituency, you want to send out a message to the labor rights them, you want to send out a message to the Jamaicans them, you want to send out any kind of warning for say, listen to me, a straight third term we are dealing with right now. Remember, the number to call is, or to send a text message, voice notes rather. If you want to send out a message, you understand me, the number is 876-251-3028. 876-251-3028. And I want to say big up to those who've been sending me messages and calling. Remember, this number is really my show number. I have a lot of different things that I have to juggle outside of doing the shows. So I am not just always available to do it. I definitely will make myself more available now that we're going down to the wire as it relates to this election. That hence why I'm here talking today, right? But use up the number 876-251-3028. Go ahead and save that number. And anything that go on in your constituency, send a message. What people need to be aware of, just do those things. Send voice notes that I can play on the show, which means to say, no, we're not going to insult nobody, disrespect nobody, no cuss words or anything like that. Keep your messages 1, 2, 3 minutes so we can play them on the show. You understand me? Stick to one topic that you think is very important, or several, but let's get good information out there. And let us continue to do this. Look at the Steady Show as a labor rights safe space. We know Duja and them at work. Jamaica 411 at work. You understand me? Karen at work. JPU at work. Munchibi at work. Protecting JA at work. All of them. Jamaica 87 at work. Father Power at work. You understand me? Every work in JLP. Every time they go live. Every time they drop a video. Please go ahead. Support them. Even if you don't have the time and you are on the go, still hit the like button, labor rights. For you see a labor rights channel, hit the like button. Me not care what you do. If you're in your kitchen and cook, if you're in the supermarket stand up, if you're in the line at the post office, if at the cashier you're there, once you see a labor right video, go out, hit the like button, because when you hit the like button, I sell now, you know. I work. Hit the like button when you see it. If you're there on TikTok, hit the like button. If you're there on Facebook, hit the like button. If you're there on YouTube, hit the like button. Even if I want shorts, hit the like button. Even if a foolishness about talk, hit the like button. Even if you don't agree, hit the like button. Even if you don't like them, hit the like button. If you don't like the channel, they hit the like button. If you think me too nice, hit the like button. If you don't like the fact that I'm in a red jacket on a Wednesday election day, hit the like button. If you don't like my big glasses, then hit the like button. If you don't like how me loud, hit the like button. Hit the like button. But more than that, listen to me. Even if you walk slow, find your way to the polling station. Even if you think of them have arthritis, find the polling station. Even if you don't have no gas in the car right now, beg somebody some gas or beg them $100. Get your way to the polling station. Even if you have the chicken back party the same day, go ahead and hit the like button. You understand me? Even if you hang out and drink rum and broom with your labor right people, them still hit the like button. You understand me? Just hit the like button and vote JLP. You don't want the minimum wage, or to go ahead and go out and vote. You understand me? You want the school bus, vote JLP. You want Dayton Campbell out of office, Eastern Westmoreland, get it together. You want to pack up Wickham and send him my yard, North Trelawney, get it together. You understand me? Let me see if I can remember some of them off the top of my head right now. If you want things to be good in a West, remember say a West team James, that's in a man. If you want things good in a Central Manchester, remember if you go for Rhoda, Central St. Catherine, go for Babsy. You understand me? Northwest St. Anne. I would that again. Crystal Lee. You understand me? Northeast St. Anne. Matthew Samuda. And Selby and sell to them, you know. When you hit the like button while we are sell to you know. You understand me? Trelawney. Remember Upper Mama D. East Central. Remember Ed Bartlett. Talk to me now, man. Talk to me now, man. I preach now, you know. Hit the like button. Central Kingston. If you want things to be okay, go ahead and vote for Donovan. You understand me? Northwest Manchester. Get Damian Young in office. South Manchester. Get Ian Ives in office. Northwest St. Catherine. What we bridging the name again? What we want to challenge Damian, the one we challenge Damian Crawford name again. Get Amos in office, folks. Get them in office. You understand me? So we want to play no laziness, man, going forward. You understand me? Some Father Paul said, get the show to 250 like. More people gone. Get these people. You understand me? Get Hero Clark back in office. You understand me? I say, let's get some more of them in the office. I'm going to send James right there. So get Hero Clark. Get Ed Bartlett back in office. Get Malahoo Fort back in office. We can't do without Malahoo Fort in a them time. Yeah. You understand me? Get them back in office. Who else we are down there again? You understand me? Get them back. Get back Chang in office. He's doing well as a security minister. Get them in office. Third term loading. That's what we're saying. Get Andrew Holness in office and get that delusional man that is trying to challenge him out of his misery. Get back Juliet Cuthbert Flynn in office. Get back Juliet Holness in office. Thank you very much. Get Homer Davis in office. Let's start now, man. Get back Floyd Green in office. Get back Robert. Get back Nesta Morgan in office. Get back Carinthia in office. I like it. You understand me? Get them back in office. Get back Samuda in office, the water boss himself. Get them in office. Get back Danny Lawrence in office. Get back Big Rob in office. I like it. Big up to Black Obsidian, same way. Get them in office. You understand me? And if we don't call your MP name under my JLP, get them in office. We call Rhoda Crawford. Get the two vases them in office. Because ISAT can't brought none of them. Get them in office. Keep them working. Get Kamina in office. Keep her in office. I don't even keep them in office. Keep them in office. Action on. Keep them in office. Keep the workers working and keep the talkers talking. You understand me? I said to you, get back Bobby in office. You understand me? Get them in office. Get Mirage in the office. Our youth name Adian. Get Adian in office. Get Michelle and Pernell Charles in the office. Keep Tufton in office. Keep Michelle and Pernell in office. Keep them in office. That is how we are going to do good as Jamaica. You understand me? So, family, it's been a great day talking to everybody. You understand me? I said to you? Hold on there. Let me see what I got there. So, look like somebody send me a message. Let me see what I got on. Can these be played on the show? No bad words or anything. I want to know. You understand me? Get these people in office. Get Mama D in office. Keep them in office. Keep them in office, family. And that way I say right now. All right, somebody send me something. But this looks like a long... Okay, this is a short video. I have a short... Let me see what this is. Hey, Max. Hey. Hey. Somebody went flying up. Just send me a thing a while ago. Dance. Hey. Who you voting for? Labour. Green at the chat right now. We're getting ready to close, family. Hey. That is somebody that take the flight for forward to come vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. You understand me? I said to you, family, thank you so much for forward today. And we're just going to continue to preach and remind people, right? We will get different people at different times, right? So when we go live, you understand me? Even if you say, oh, me here from steady already for a man, you want to hear somebody else, just hit the like button. That's all we're asking you to do. One team, right? Because if you don't want to watch it when you hit the like button, it is going to send it to somebody else. The same way, if you cannot vote, still pick up the phone and call people, tell them to go put the X beside the beautiful bell. You see what I said to you? Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can find a good song right now. You understand me? Get the people to go out and vote. You see what I said to you? Do I have the right one? All right, let me see if I this one. Let me see if I can play that one here. I'm not going to keep it long. You understand? See if I can go now one good look outgoing song. People, it's get ready mode right now when it comes to the election. You understand me? So we will be telling the people and talking to them. Tell them to vote. The train is coming, family. The train is coming. Hey! The train is coming. The third term train is coming. Come on now, green up the chat. Green up the chat right now. Green up the chat now, man. Green up the chat right now. 1 p.m. Put the flag in at the thing right now, man. The train is coming. The third term train. Green up the chat now, man. Hey, put the flag them, put the bell, put 1 p.m., put what you want. Look by the green. Look by the green them now. Look by the green. Look by the green. I like it. Hey, 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 hey. I like it, 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 I like it. Family, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I like the greens, I like the 1 p.m., I like the vibes. We will talk soon. Show our labor rights. Third term loading. Steady.